As I am redoing my websites, I've decided to make a series of videos describing some of the things that I've created, because it's really a lot of information to read through, and it's not really necessary anymore. These things, well, they exist. This particular product exists in Hungary, and I'm not sure if I'm going to incorporate it into a trailer that I have developed for my motorhome. But I wanted to share this with you, Jody, so that you know that I'm also like a dreamer slash inventor. Now, some of the things that I've created was completely useless, and some of the things were unbelievable. So I will take you on a journey of some of these things. This was a magazine article from a relatively well-known magazine about bicycles in Canada, and they were interested in which I called the Handy-Hoist, which was a bike lifting assistant, a device that sat on a roof of a car that would lift your bicycle, locking the front wheel, the back wheel, and the frame at the same time. I bet somebody $5,000, which I really didn't expect them to pay, but they wanted to see if I could truly invent things. And when I was done, they gave the $5,000, and then they also wanted to become my business partner, but they didn't really perform well. I got my $5,000, but after that, they never did anything properly. The only thing I got was a patent, but I couldn't trust them to do anything properly, so it didn't work out too well. But anyway, this is the showing a petite woman lifting a bicycle onto the roof of a car in a very easy way. I also made a tandem version and other things like that, and I had a partner that loved the product as well in Canada, and he was in the automotive parts stamping business, so it was very easy for him to make the tools and dies necessary to make the to stamp out the parts of the Handy-Hoist. Anyway, it's sitting, there's like 200,000 parts sitting in a warehouse somewhere in north of Toronto, because my business partner took them off the shelves because his lawyer told him that if these things start falling off of people's cars because they did not install them properly, that we would have an insurance nightmare on our hands. And at that time, we cut a deal with a large department store in Canada who wanted to sell those 200,000 units. Anyway, it's a long story, but that's what it is. Anyway, my mother got very ill at the time I had to sign the contract, and I walked away from the deal, even though it cost me a lot of money. But my mother was more important than the money. Anyway, this was a small local paper that put this article in their paper. There was a lot of interest in it. One day when I meet you, I will show you or invite you to Hungary, and I will show you the factory where we're building my new trailer and the Handy-Hoist as well. That's not a prototype anymore. That's a full production version that I will show you. This was another article written about a bicycle I created so that I could carry my tools around as less the handyman in a trailer. This was a very sophisticated bike for its time. And you were right about my voice not feeling so good in the morning. You were right. You see what I mean? I mean, you are a woman, which means you are more practical. You know much more things than even I know. Though I've never had problems with my voice ever before, and I did do a lot of talking last night, it doesn't matter. I had an amazing time. So anyway, this was another article about a bicycle. This was a full-page article in the Toronto Star. These are all major newspapers in the city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada.